Howdy, folks. Welcome back. Part 2 is now in session. When we last left off in Part 1, I stopped at the film Apocalypse Now, Widescreen. Let's continue on. Here is Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. This is the special home video version, also in widescreen, with William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, DeForest Kelley, also starring James Doohan, Walter Koenig, Nichelle Nichols, George Takei, Kim Cattrall, David Warner, Christopher Plummer. Directed by Nicholas Meyer, the film is from 1991. This movie also has Michael Dorn in there and Mark Leonard and Iman. Rated PG and it's 113 minutes. So as you can see, this film is in Letterboxd. If you want to, you can pause the video. The original theatrical cut of the movie did not make a home video release until 2009. Here's the sticker label. Here's the end label. The second week of 1993. And it came with this little ad. So you see all the advertisements. Very neat. All right. Next up, we have Star Trek Generation Widescreen Edition. This is a 1995 VHS with Patrick Stewart, Jonathan Frakes, Brent Spiner, also starring LeVar Burton, Michael Dorn, Gates McFadden, Marina Sirtis, Malcolm McDowell, James Doohan, Walter Koenig, and William Shatner. Directed by David Carson. The film is from 1994. 2 captains, 1 destiny. And this marks the last appearances of the Enterprise D, rated PG, and it's 117 minutes. A smashingly entertaining mix of outer space adventures, as Richard Zoglin of Time magazine. I also had this movie on Laserdisc and on DVD and Blu-ray. Came this little savings book, and whoops, other advertisements. And here's the sticker label. Even though it says 1995, but the copy is a 1996 VHS. Here's the end label. The 7th week of 1996. The saucer crashed on Viridian Free, but the D is back. Oops. So, yeah. Good to see the big D is back. Oh, yeah. Next, here's the 1996 VHS of Braveheart. Actually, this is a 1996 VHS with Mel Gibson, also starring Sophie Marceau, Patrick Maguna, directed by Mel Gibson, and the film is from 1995. This movie is co-produced by 20th Century Fox, although the Fox logo is not showing, just the Paramount logo. Rated R, and it's 117 minutes. No, sorry, 177 minutes. My bad. One of the most spectacular entertainment in years, and accelerating in a new fashion epic, says Cameron James, The New York Times. Here's tape 1, tape 2, sticker label. But if you look right here, This one's got a crack on there, but don't worry, the tape still plays fine. Yep. I got another copy. Here's the end label. Both tapes is printed in the 49th week of 1996. Next up, the Jack Ryan Free Film Collection. Here's the 1996 VHS of The Hunt for Red October. This movie is also in widescreen with Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin. Also starring Scott Glenn, James Earl Jones, Sam Neill. Tim Curry is also in there, plus appearances by Gates McFadden and Jeffrey Jones. Directed by John McTierney. The film is from 1990. Also had the original pressing of the film. Rated PG and is 135 minutes. The first, you gotta see it. Blockbuster of the 90s, says the late Joel Siegel. Says here also available on VHS. I have these two. I'm going to show that in a minute. This film is in widescreen. Here's the sticker label and label. Printed in the 37th week of 1996. Next, here's Patriot Games, widescreen edition from 1996 VHS with Harrison Ford. Also starring Ann Archer, Patrick Burton, Sean Bean, Forrest Birch, James Fox, and James Earl Jones. Directed by Philip Noyce, and the film is from 1992. This movie also has Samuel L. Jackson. Not for honor, not for country, for his wife and child. This movie was filmed entirely in Baltimore, Maryland, and Annapolis. Rated R and is 117 minutes. A taunt action-packed thrill ride, says Jack Garner, Gannett News Service. Here's the sticker label and label right here. The 39th week of 1996, good barcode. Then here comes Clear and Present Danger. Darn, I'm getting tongue-tied here. This is a 1996 VHS with Harrison Ford once again. Also starring Willem Dafoe, Ann Archer, James Earl Jones. It also has Benjamin Bratt, Henry Czerny, Harris Union, and Thor Birch. Directed by Philip Noyce, and the film is from 1994. Truth Needs a Soldier. This movie is also in widescreen. Rated PG-13 and it's 141 minutes. Great. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. Ford is perfect, says Jeff Craig, a 60-second preview. This is the last outing as Harrison Ford as Jack Ryan. Here's the sticker label and label. Printed in the 33rd week of 1996. Next, here's the 1996 VHS of Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks. Also starring Robin Wright, Gary Sinise, Maketa Williamson, and Sally Field, directed by Robert Zemeckis, and the film is from 1994. The world will never be the same once you'll see it through the eyes of Forrest Gump. This is also in widescreen. Someone scribbled with red crayon marks on there. There we go. This is also in widescreen Winner of 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Rated PG-13 and is 142 minutes. Life is like a box of chocolate. You'll never know what you're going to get. Here's the sticker label and label. The 40th week of 1996. This is a Columbia House copy. Okay. Oh, that's a motorcycle in the background. Up next, here's the 1996 VHS of Top Gun, widescreen edition with Tom Cruise and Kelly McGinnis. Also starring Val Kilmer, Anthony Edwards, Tom Skerritt, and also as James Tolkien, directed by Tony Scott, and the film is from 1986. This is digitally remastered, by the way. Rated PG and it's 109 minutes. Cruise keep the movie at full throttle, says Peter Travers of People. I also got it on DVD. Here's the sticker label and label. Printed in the 34th week of 1996. Barcode. It's a bit faded, but that's all right. Now, on this VHS and the early DVD release, the Paramount Blue Mountain logo is plastered by the Viacom logo. When the movie was re-released on DVD as a special collector's edition, they restored the Paramount Blue Mountain logo. The film and this release and the other DVD release was shot at 1.85:1. No, 1.85:1. But when they corrected using Super 35, the movie was returned to 2.35:1 widescreen. I know on the Turner Classic Movie broadcast of this, they used the Paramount Blue Mountain logo, and the film was shot at 1.85:1. Okay. Here's the 1997 VHS of Star Trek First Contact with Patrick Stewart once again and Jonathan Frakes. Also starring Brent Spiner, LeVar Burton, Michael Dorn, Gates McFadden, Marita Sirtis, Alfred Woodard, James Cromwell, Alex Creed, directed by Jonathan Frakes. And the film is from 1996. Resistance is Futile. This comes in a lenticular cover. And this movie is also in widescreen, right there. And it's rated PG-13, and it's 111 minutes. One of the 10 best films of the year. You'll love this film. Says Steve Oldfield of Fox TV. Here's the sticker label. Tape number is 13. Printed in the 39th week of 1997. Okay. I'm going to show you one more tape before we go to part 3 tomorrow, because my mom is coming upstairs to the bed to get some sleep. Here's the 1998 VHS of Face Off, widescreen edition with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. Also starring Joan Allen, Gina Gershon. And it's directed by Rats. Doesn't say, but if someone knows who directed this, please let me know in the comments below. In order to trap him, he must become him. This movie co-produced by Touchstone Pictures, although it's not in there, just the Paramount logo because Touchstone has the international rights to this film. This isn't just a thrill ride, it's a rocket, says Richard Corliss of Time magazine. Rated R and is 140 minutes. Here's the sticker label. No end label because Paramount discontinued using end labels. They stopped doing it in around 1997. Tape number is 37. Printed in the 37th week of 1998. But even though it says 1997 on the copyright, focus, there we go, it says 1997, but the box says right here, even though the box is torn, but it says 1998 on there. So, yeah. Okay, folks. That brings us to the end of part 2. Tomorrow, we will continue with part 3, part 4, or maybe part 5. We'll see how it goes. All right? Feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.